Okay, so you guys should have your Springboard books out. Focus. Okay, so before we get started, tell you what you guys are going to be doing. You guys are going to be working as a whole class, and then afterwards you guys are going to be working in small groups. Yeah? So before, well, actually we'll move our tables after I give you all the instructions and everything. Okay, so open up to page 41 in your Springboard book. Woo! Some of you are prepared. You knew what I was going to be doing because it was on the overhead. Awesome. Okay, so creating a narrative. You actually started creating your narrative, right? We started with the memory map. But before we get into this, my expectations. So since I said we're going to be as a whole class, what is my expectations as a whole class? Yes, unless you're sharing. Yeah, so you want to project. What else? Yes. Work together. Well, that's in a small group, but it's a whole class. Whole class. Listen, that's a good one. Be respectful. No playing around. So actually pretty much showing respect and focusing and following directions. Right? So paraphrasing. Okay, and then when we work in a small groups, now sharing, working together. What else? Dagny.
Don't go visiting other groups.
Okay, so pretty much focus on your own group. Okay, Malu, take an active role, right, in your group participation. Yes? Don't be bossy. Okay, don't be bossy.
Don't be sassy.
Okay, showing respect.
Yes.
How's that?
Yeah.
Brianna, let other people talk. Yeah, that's showing respect also. One more.
Don't be the only person doing all the work. Let others do the work.
Which goes back to contribute, active participation. Last one. Sorry? Raise your hand. Well, if you're working in a small group, do you have to raise your hand when you're working in a small group?
No.
No. You show mutual respect and you kind of converse with each other and take turns and whatnot, yeah? So not only conversing, giving feedback or whatever, talking, you need to listen, right?
I have two questions. First, how many people are going to be in a group?
In your cluster. So 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 or 4.
Oh, then that excludes my other question.
All right. Okay, taking care of that. So you know my expectations. And now your learning targets. So actually at the top, review the top one. So Common Core State Standards, who can read that for me? Shani. Can you read? Get closer.
Write narratives, experience or events using effective technique, relevant, descriptive, I'm joking, details and well-structured event sequences.
Okay, so the one we're going to focus on today would be effect. All you have is I was sad, or my mom yelled at me, or some of you don't even have your dialogue tag and it just has what you said, right? And some of you didn't even have your capitalization and your punctuation and your commas and all everything in the right order. So your learning targets, who can read that one? Casey.
I can develop properly formatted dialogue.
Okay, and then the other one, Maya.
I can generate a list of dialogue tags.
Yeah. So we are going to, or you are going to come up with what are the conventions of properly formatted dialogue. Okay, so I know these learning targets, they're kind of broad. So instead, I kind of made it more narrow, and we're not going to get to the transition and sensory details yet. So this revision strategies, so that's developing properly formatted dialogue and generating dialogue tags. So a strategy would be adding. Okay, so follow along in your book as I read aloud. Okay, so the adding strategy is a revision strategy. With this strategy, you make conscious choices to enhance a piece of writing by adding words, phrases, sentences, or ideas. For example, characters and incidents should be fully developed in narrative writing. Adding details as you revise can make a character come alive for the reader or make the story more appealing. So one of them would be adding dialogue. Okay, so before I read this, I want you guys to turn your desk into your group configuration. You guys remember how? Conventions of dialogue. What are conventions? That was one of your vocab words last week. Or was it this week? Last week. What's conventions? Yeah, your rules. What are the rules of dialogue? Okay. How, if those of you who don't remember, where can you look for conventions? Where are you going to go? What sources are you going to use? Where are you going to go? Besides what you have in here, and some of you don't remember, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go?
Dictionary.
Okay, dictionary could be one, but that's not what we used. Your vocabulary, but we know what conventions, rules, but dialogue. Dialogue.
Your book.
Well, it's not in your book. Malu,
Your dialogue worksheet
where's that?
in your springboard folder.
In your Springboard folders. Do you guys remember those? Okay, thank you, Malu, for helping us. You remember these?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's coming back to you? Okay, so if you need to refer back to these, pull them out. Yeah? Zen. Zen. If not, Zen, where can you go? You can look at Joey's one. Yeah. Because you're working in a group. Okay, so keeping that in mind, you are going to... Tree?
Circle.
Circle?
Circle.
Bubble map.
Who says tree? Who says circle? Who says bubble?
I like bubble map.
What's the difference between a circle and a bubble?
Bubble maps to describe.
Oh. Who says bubble? No. Circle?
Yeah.
Okay. Up to you. Yeah. Questions?
No. That's not what.
Questions? Okay, no questions. Go for it. What? Peyton said don't forget your frame of reference.
That's more like an oval. I don't care.
What are you going to share?
Yeah, we can like use some corners out and like.
Tell them what you need to pull out. Yes. You doing this all from memory? Good idea. What are you guys sharing? Okay, so what conventions are you going to share? Doesn't have to be perfect. Come on. Get started, because I'm only going to give you like a few more minutes. Because there's one more thing that you have to do. What did you say? Yeah, well, in dialogue, specifically in dialogue, what's a rule of dialogue? Where?
There's in the before and after the. I want to draw the circle.
Yeah, to what person said.
Quotation marks before and after the. What did you say?
You have to after what the person said.
From what the person says, right? Indent before. Okay, that's two things. So you can write about the indent before a new person speaks, and you can write down quotation marks. Well, before
And after
something that's spoken. Where's your one like Peyton has? Your conventions, your dialogue. Because that might help you.
struggling here. We're falling apart.
Why?
I don't know. Because we're all fighting about it. No. Look at how skinny the frame of reference is.
No.
I told her we can make it thicker.
That's commas.
I can't find the dialogue. Thank you, though.
Because you probably didn't put it in here. It looks kind of sparse. It's not in here. Find a different one. Where's your Springboard folder?
It looks like everything. Oh, maybe hers. It looks like she has it.
The one that says quotation marks. And where's the other one? Yeah, where's the other one though? The one that has the rules. Hint, hint. Rules or conventions.
Camera's facing you.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh my goodness, you don't. Where's yours? Where's your folder?
Oh, I know that one. I don't know.
It's not in there. I looked in there. Not commas.
I know exactly what I have the one that I was supposed to do for that. The bottom one that you said.
Yeah, but I want the top part.
I can't.
Here, use this one. He's focused. Okay, have a seat. Drag me that pen. Put it away. Okay, so Brianna's table. You guys think you guys got a real clear one? Okay, bring it up. Okay, so you can move it whichever way. Okay, so we'll see how complete this is. Okay, so focus. Everybody's focused. Dagny. Okay, so you guys can share.
One of the rules is if it is interrupted, the second part begins with the lowercase. Another one of the rules is to avoid using the word said repeatedly. Another one is indent when making a new paragraph. A direct quotation begins with a capital letter. Don't put a period at the end of a quotation. Sentence begins with capital letter. Indent when someone else starts talking.
That's this one. And then,
Punctuation marks inside quotation.
and then they gave examples too, what it should look like. Is there anybody's one that's more complete than this one? No? Okay. So I am going to leave this one up so you guys understand the conventions. Okay, give them a hand. Thank you, Tracy, thank you. Okay, now my next question. So I will take this. My next question to you is about the word said. What does Dagny always say? Okay, well actually Dagny's teacher from last year says that. Okay, so your second question is this one. Let me zoom in on this. I'll leave this up for a while and then I'm going to put the conventions back up. Okay, and synonyms are?
Words that mean
Malu, what are synonyms?
different words that mean the same.
Different words that mean the same thing. And I have a larger piece of paper so you guys can all get in there. So for this one, adding dialogue, it's one way to enhance your writing. So when adding dialogue, it's important to vary your use of dialogue tags. Dagny, focus. Okay. Dialogue tags are phrases used to explain who is speaking. For example, you look at the line from Flipped. No, no, no. Yeah, my dad says. Then pulls her up by the arm. The dialogue tag of the phrase is my dad says. So for this task is you're going to brainstorm words other than says or said that you can use as a dialogue tag. Categorize them by the beginning letter. Now these verbs should be vivid and more descriptive than said. So you can start off, not start off. You're going to categorize them. You have A through D. You have E through K, you have L through P, you have Q through Z. For example, if I want to write explained, something, something, something explained, write explained over here. Does that make sense? Because if I have something like, I think somebody in the other class said queried, I would write over here. Does that make sense? Okay, now what kind of map are you going to use for this one?
Tree map. Tree map. Psycho map.
Agreed? Tree?
No.
No?
I said
Bubble?
circle. No.
Circle?
Circle.
Whoa, who says tree? Good, you guys all get A's. Okay. Tree map! For that particular one. All right. Yeah, for that small little portion.
Still, it's an A.
It's still an A. Okay. All right. So send one person up to get your paper, and you're going to do a tree map. Oh, shucks, I forgot.
They're huge.
Wait. Back up. Okay, go to your table. Wait. Before you guys start, where can you look to get help?
In your
Okay, thesaurus. Where is that? They're all over there. Where else can you? What? Sit. Where else can you look to get help? Where else? Why? Because? Malu. Shh. Sorry, Peyton. Yeah, so those of you who have your original one, where's your original one? This one? You don't have that. Oh, here we go. So like at the bottom, we started writing them out. Yeah, we did it as a class. Okay, where else can you look?
Dictionary. No, never mind.
Where would you find dialogue all the time?
in your mind.
Where? Peyton. Yeah, where are your books? Or where can you find books?
Right here.
In your bag, right there. So if you want, you can pick up a book and you can look in here and you can find. Well, if you have a comic, yeah. So you can use this. See, she pulled out her book. Make sense? Question?
No questions needed. We do not have a question.
Okay, get started. What else?
Wait, I'm gonna stand over here or like on the table if I have to. Wait, can you stand over here smaller so I can go to
Is it easier just to think of the words and then put them down?
Yeah,
Or-
that's
okay, so don't worry about this part. Okay, just think of all the words,
I want
synonyms for set.
I wanted
Think of all the synonyms for set.
I was thinking of a word but I can't remember it right now. It started with the answered.
Answered, okay. Answered.
Answered.
Right, answered. How else can you ask a question?
Wondered.
Wondered.
A B C D E F G. Okay, wait. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you can categorize all these if you want, or you come up with more.
Other words for said.
Shouted would go. Why don't you guys get up out of your seat and come on this side and start writing things instead of just sitting there? Ooh, good one. Explained, inquired. Where'd you get these from? From here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And from my head.
Oh, and from your head. And then you're looking in here for samples? Questioned. Jace, where else can you look? Where else can you find tags? Dialogue tags. Okay, do you have a book? Do you have your RC book?
Okay, sure, now the way
I have explained, gagged, hollered, giggled, hacked. That's pretty good.
That is good.
Okay.
Make sure you do not get
asked. I got
malu. Malu. Make sure you don't get any ink on that book.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
Yeah, she like.
I like coloring it and then.
Which
snapping
is
my
that
finger
what you're supposed to be doing?
No.
Come on, come on, come
And
on.
after my fingers
Come on.
It's like
Sorry. Oh, that's a good one. Was that on the list?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, somebody in another class or this before came up with a good one.
Whispered.
Oh wait, as usual, does toasted count or no?
How would you use that in a sentence?
Oh wait.
What mermaid?
Oh.
I put that.
Use tomato toast.
Okay, so how would you use it?
We toasted. Okay.
He toasted to the bride and groom. Congratulations. So can you use toasted?
Yes.
But if people were to see that, what would they think?
Toast.
Yeah, like bread. But I see what you're getting at. Yes, bring it. Okay, finish it up. Actually, don't finish up. Stop. I need your cap. Cap it up. That's okay. Okay, the pens. Can you please put the pens back in the...
Somebody giving me back my paper.
Oh, yeah. Is it nice and neat? I told them don't write on it. Malu, that's you. You did that. All right. So actually, we're running out of time. So I'm going to adjust it a bit. Okay, so I thought it'll be a little faster, but you guys take so long to just draw your tree map or your circle map. It took longer. So your ticket out the door, instead of developing properly formatted dialogue, we're going to work on that tomorrow. You need to come up with dialogue that is improperly formatted. Okay? So what you're going to do is focus. Zion. 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 Malu. Waiting. Okay, so your ticket out the door is you're going to fold this in half and you're going to come up with some kind of dialogue. Okay, you have to stay at the top of this fold because what you're going to do is we're going to trade it afterwards. So when you write this, put your name. I don't know, put my name. Okay, and then you're going to write your improperly formatted dialogue. So an example would be like this. So I fold it. I have my name. Okay, and then I wrote, "Why are you late for school?" asked Miss Kato. Now you're going to have to make up a test. No punctuation, no commas, yeah, not capitalized. Well, it might be capitalized, but. And then we're going to trade this out afterwards. So your ticket out the door is this. Yeah? "I really love fish sticks," said Kim. Easy peasy? Lemony squeezy? So again, fold it. And you're going to write your name and you're going to write a dialogue. Grab a paper.
Oh my god.
A paper. Get a paper. And I'll come. And then tomorrow we'll trade them up and then you guys can correctly format them. Come up with your own dialogue. And it can be as funny as you want. Please be appropriate. Appropriate. And you can use the word "said" because the person who's correcting it is going to change it up. Where's your name? What's your name? Okay, put your things away and you are out of here. Okay. Wrong way. No, 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 no. You can't fix it. You have to write it. You have to write it incorrectly because they're going to fix it.
There you go. What? How are you supposed to fold it?
At the top. You write it at the top.
Oh.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Wait. You have to write it wrong.
Oh.
Don't fix it for them. Don't write the correct one. You have to write it wrong so that they can fix it. Yep. And you have your dialogue tag. Yes. And put your name on it. Even though you have who said it, it might not have been written by you. Leave it. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have the other class put it back.
Keep messing up.
Do you need another paper?
Yeah. I keep going there wrong. Bye, Miss Yuchio.
Bye, Tiani.
Should I just go?
Yes. Let Mrs. Jose know. Okay, you guys are good?